last time, and I will repeat even now, last time when you made a similar point about these reports not being challenged, I said to you, how do you expect them to be challenged when Mr. Carrim is resisting, strenuously so, to be examined by somebody who can actually challenge those reports? So it's a non-starter for you to talk about a lack of challenge.
That's
complete non-starter.
I respectfully disagree with you for 3 reasons, and this is my third comment. In the first instance, the doctor has himself made himself available on more than one occasion to the Commission.
It's not the doctor that the Commission wants to have assessed. It's not the doctor.
Be that as it may, it's a less intrusive means that's available to the Commission in circumstances where the purpose of the examination is to run a parallel process to verify those clinical opinions. That's the purpose of getting the patient into a voluntary medical examination. The point I'm making is that the doctor...
I'll listen to the rest of your rebuttals, because you say you disagree with me, and I think you said on 3 bases.
Yes.
So the first one, I do not accept at all. You may continue arguing on it, or you may proceed to number 2 and number 3.
No, I won't. It's on the record, and that's sufficient for my purposes.
Okay.
The doctor's made himself available. Nobody's chosen to do anything about that.
Nobody wanted to assess the doctor. So
no,
may I finish?
I apologize, Chair.
That's simply not an answer to my point.
With all due respect, though, I think we're speaking cross purposes, because what Chair is saying...
We are not. I understand you perfectly, and I'm sure that you too understand me. To counter the question whether Mr. Carrim is indeed unable to come to this commission, the commission has said it wants to have him assessed by an independent specialist. He has refused that should be done. That's the assessment that the commission wants to have. It's not an assessment of Mr. Carrim's specialist. That's the simple point I'm making.
Yes.
And for Mr. Carrim to offer us his specialist, that does not assist. In fact, that actually takes us to what courts always say, the hired gun principle. Because from where we are sitting, we do not consider Mr. Carrim's doctor to be an objective expert. He is an expert that's closely associated with Mr. Carrim, and who, from where we are sitting, unless we get another opinion, appears to us to be pushing Mr. Carrim's story. So very close to, if not analogous to, what courts have referred to as a hired gun. In this sense, if a court wants to get an objective view, it will want to get someone who is independent, as opposed to someone who's closely associated with the person concerned. And this is exactly what we have here. A medical specialist who has been treating Mr. Carrim for this lengthy period, and who on certain facts appears to have shifted the goalposts. And why do I say so? I say so on the basis of that paragraph that I referred to during the postponement application. In fact, I referred you to more than one. There are the paragraphs where he changes his story on factual issues, not issues related to Mr. Carrim's condition. On factual issues, he changes his story, because he said a patient can only go out of the facility, only, underline only, if I allow them to go out. But once we got the Woolworths and the Kauai visits, all of a sudden, the doctor now changes tack and says, oh no, actually, even nurses do allow patients out. So from where we are sitting, those are indications that this is a doctor who has so aligned himself with Mr. Carrim that sitting, I'm not saying he's lying. All I'm saying is, sitting where we are sitting, we just cannot accept what he says. We do want to have an independent assessment, which we do not have and which we will obviously never have, because this same doctor strenuously resists that. And it is best known to him why he does so. Of course, it does explain in the reports that he has given. But from where we are sitting, we cannot just accept that. So it is on that basis that I say, in accordance with jurisprudential authority, he is very much, his position is very much analogous to that of a hired gun. And it's in those instances that courts always insist on someone who is independent, someone who is objective. But as I say, we are not going to hold our breath on in that regard. We are not going to have such an independent assessment. So I say again to you, you cannot say that, you cannot respond to my point about the lack of contradiction in the manner in which you do, because that opportunity has been refused.